The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Pit Life BBQ podcast. Join us around the pit as we talk all things barbecue. Now here is your host, Johnnie Mags.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pit Life BBQ podcast, coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. What is going on? Welcome. Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, Johnny.
Oh, I'm all antsy this afternoon.
I know.
I am leaving. Let's see, it's 5 o'clock now, so that'll be... I got to leave the house at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1... I got to leave the house in 8 hours.
In 8 hours.
To get down to my dad's house.
Yeah.
Because he's going to drop me off at the bus terminal to get to for the airport shuttle. And wheels up, and I will be westbound and down at 6:30 tomorrow morning on my way to Houston.
Yeah. Very exciting.
And of course, we're talking about the Huston Livestock and Rodeo show and the kickoff with their annual barbecue competition. 150 to 200,000 people attend this event.
Oh my goodness.
Around 300 teams. So each one is like a little private nightclub, basically.
Wow.
They go all. It's wild. It is wild. The amount of food, the beer, the liquor, everything. You know, I've already talked to people, do a little networking, meet up with them to talk, and we're gonna have. It's gonna be good.
I'm still. One day we have to take this show on the road, which means me on the road as well.
Okay, we'll get it done. We will get it done.
I'll bring a camera. I'll be your personal camera crew. We'll make this happen.
But of course, with that, who else? There's only one person to have on today, but gonna be all the boys. Our host for the Huston Livestock and Rodeo is Uncle Steve. So without any further ado, today's episode, Chrissy, is brought to you by
Uncle Steve's Shakes. Uncle Steve's Shakes is the #1 best tasting shake on the planet. Uncle Steve's Shake is handmade, hand-measured, hand-mixed, and hand-packed. Uncle Steve's Shake is made with the finest of ingredients and comes in 12 amazing flavors, including the competition line and the incredible dessert shake. And don't forget the newest addition to the Uncle Steve's family, the sauce with no name. No matter what you're eating, Uncle Steve has a shake for it and now a sauce. If you have any questions, Uncle Steve has great customer service to help you with all your shake needs. Go to UncleSteveShake.com to order your shakes today. Also, while you're on the website, you're going to find some fantastic shake tips and recipes. You will be amazed at just how versatile these Uncle Steve Shakes are. And while you're online, head on over to Facebook and join Uncle Steve's Shake Nation to stay up to date with all the latest creations made using Uncle Steve's Shakes, and maybe even share some of your own. It's time to step up your backyard barbecue, people, and your competition barbecue game with Uncle Steve's Shake. Uncle Steve's Shake, shake some on everything.
Jesus Christ, I think I just got fired.
Redemption from last week, people. If you want to see how not to do it, go back and listen to last week's. I panicked, but that's how I was meant to do it.
Today's also brought to you by Two Guys Smoke Shop and TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether I'm barbecuing or not, I always keep the smoke rolling. Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today, I am smoking nothing because I already packed away my humidor for the travel.
No.
So that's all right. We're good.
Okay.
We got plenty to talk about, so we don't have to worry about that. But thanks to if I was smoking, I am smoking thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. I get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, GuysCigars.com.
And today's show is also brought to you by MagnaChef Gloves. Whether you're the family grill master or a professional pit master, quality tools make it easier for you to be your best at that grill. Longtime firefighter and founder of MagnaChef, Al Infante, knows a thing or two about fire management. He designed the MagnaChef Gloves and the Freedom Barbecue barbecue gloves for you to get in and out of fast. With the magnetic swivel plates, you can easily slip in and out of these gloves. They will keep your hands cool and allow you to cook and grill safely. No more getting stuck in hot gloves. Depending on your glove preference, MagnaChef gloves have two fantastic options for you. They have the classic MagnaChef barbecue glove made with food-grade silicone, web fit for a firmer grip, dishwasher safe, one size fits all, and heat rated up to 500 degrees. Or you could go the other way to the Freedom Barbecue gloves, the 5-finger flexible and pliable grip, 4-inch long cuff to protect your forearms, made of heat-resistant neoprene, heat rated up to 932 degrees. These gloves help extend your time over that fire. Both styles of MagnaChef gloves are great for barbecue and kitchen use. Head on over to magnachef.com today. That's MAGNE chef.com and order yourself both pairs today. And at the checkout, make sure you use the promo code FREEDOMLIVES for 10% off your order. MagnaChef barbecue gloves, master the fire. Freedom barbecue gloves, take a stand, free your hand.
Jesus, I got fired again.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I'm good at this, right?
Also brought to you by CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com.
It's all right. I know I'm intimidating. It's fine.
Jesus, yeah. These cutting boards are what I consider the Yeti of cutting boards. Ian Hemming out of Magnolia, Texas, is creating these works of art, these work horses of cutting boards from your the traditional dishwasher board, so your standard countertop board, to the absolutely massive 18 by 36 brisket board. And if pizza is right up your alley, he's got you covered on that. He has the pizza board with the perforated slices for the perfect slice every time. Deep lip reservoirs to catch the all that juicy goodness. UV protecting. He has the rubber mats on the bottom, so even on a wet surface, these boards will not slip, slide, finagle their way away from you at all. They will stay put. Multicolors available. Engraving also available. Put your barbecue team name or whatever else you might want on the board. Yeah. Check them out at CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com. Tell them I sent you. That's CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com. That's the letter R, us.com. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle Steve. What's up, brother?
How are we doing today?
I am giddy as a schoolgirl. Yep. I cannot wait to get down there. It won't be long now.
Hey, I've already started. Sorry about that.
Stevie.
That's my girl trying to be my helper. No talking to Daddy while he's doing this really super important thing. I try to keep myself busy just so I don't sit just going, here it comes, but keep myself busy with little jobs here and there, getting ready, getting the Uncle Steve Shake Hotel ready, getting all kinds of good stuff ready for the cook-off. I was down there yesterday, and it's massive. It is a huge setup. I cannot wait for you to get there and look and go, wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a good time. We have things planned starting Wednesday when y'all get down, all the way through until you have to fly out.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, because when we were down in end of September, beginning of October, when I came down to pick up the pit, we stayed with you a couple days, and you introduced me to Lopez.
Oh yes.
Ooh, and that's where Lettuce and Honey got his nickname, Lettuce and Honey.
Yeah.
and everything. It's just going to be wild. But then we also went to a cook-off that Friday night at the Fort Bend County Cook-Off.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. We were joined by Grumpus, Bill from Grumpus on Fire. And that was a time, So I cannot possibly imagine what the hell I'm walking into with Huston.
Knowing the cook-off at Fort Bend, picture the Fort Bend cook-off, and the whole cook-off That's just our road. And there are about 15 to 20 roads.
Yeah.
I have some stats. I want to run over some stats real quick.
Okay.
Having done it so long, you get to meet people. Steve Gordon is our booth director. He runs it. He's also on the board of directors for the rodeo. He's a director, which he worked his way up. And through him, I also get to meet some other people. I know Mr. Robert Becker, who is chairman of the barbecue committee this year. And I know his family line. I know everybody. He is a great guy. I called him, said, hey, this is Uncle Steve. And he said, who? And I said, it's Coach Steve, because I used to coach his son, Robbie. Had questions for him. He was great in answering. So I want to run through these. I've misspoken a few times thinking that there were almost 500 teams, and there's not. There's almost 500 spaces. There are 260 teams. This is a little bit different because they have a few that are invited, winners of this contest or that contest. The majority of the spaces are basically written into family wills. I mean, it's to get into this cook-off, you have to have somebody, know somebody, your family. Our spaces have been handed down, just through the same organization. God, I've been doing it probably almost 25 years now. And that's only because that's as far back as I can think. But so there are 260 teams, varying from space size of about 40 by 40 to 50 by 50, right there, to 200-foot by 60-foot spaces for one team. Now, the big spaces are the teams that are big corporate teams. They have live bands, huge stages. They run a bazillion people. The small ones are, Joe's County Cooker. I know this year I'm one of the teams that I'm helping with in supplying shake is Colorado County. Okay. And they are Anthony from the Fire Cups. He helped sponsor them also. They're a smaller team. They run smaller parties, but I'm going to tell you what, the barbecue that they put out is outstanding. I can't wait to get down there and see what all they've done and what they can put together. So when you come out there, don't judge a team by the size of their party.
That's what she said.
I've seen some big booths that are empty, and I've seen some little booths where, it's like a grope fest. You can't move. There's so many people in there. So anyway, 260 teams. They made a rule change a few years ago, and Robert Becker was real proud of this, and I like it. It used to be that your entries were per space. So if one team had 3 spaces, they could do 3 different entries in every category.
Oh, okay.
That has changed where it's 1 entry per team. So it doesn't matter how big you are, you're going to stick in 1 brisket, 1 ribs, 1 pork, 1 chicken. They do a name your own, kind of a thing like that. And then there's a Dutch oven. And then, of course, there are prizes for all kinds of stuff. I mean, they were best spirited booth, everything you can think of. You talked about attendance. And these numbers were before we knew that the weather was going to be like California.
Yeah.
Without the earthquakes, the homeless problem, the horrible politicians, and the people, except for CJ. I have a troll right now from California. I'd like to meet him someday. Anyway, weather's going to be gorgeous. Attendance for Thursday night is supposed to be around 55,000. Friday, 95,000. Saturday, 135,000. 280,000 estimated total. Now, I did some tricky numbers with this. Let's say in briskets that each person eats a 1/4 pound of brisket. It's just a 1/4 pound. That's like 3 or 4 slices. You're looking at 70,000 pounds of brisket, along with ribs. If each person only had 2 ribs, 560,000 ribs. Along the same line, a sausage, a massive piece of sausage at 4 inches. 90,000 feet of sausage. Quarter pound of chicken is 70,000 pounds of chicken. That's underestimating everything because everybody samples a little something out there. That's a lot of food.
Yeah.
As far as beverages, each team is allowed to bring in their own hard liquor and their own fancy drinks. Like, I don't know, if we had a giant refrigerator full of almost 6,000 Jell-O shots, which we do, that would be okay to bring in ourselves. You have to purchase your beer from the rodeo, and they're guesstimating between 45 and 50,000 cases of beer. Now, it goes up. If it's a hotter night, more beer. If it's a colder night, more liquor. So anyway, they're looking at that. And all these, a lot of these numbers are from Mr. Becker. Almost 10,000 bags of ice. That will go up because it's a little warmer. Committees to put this on. 1,300 members of just the barbecue committee. It's one of the top 5 committees out there at the rodeo. To put on the entire rodeo, and it's all volunteer, 35,000 volunteers.
Wow.
Just to put on the whole rodeo. It's almost a month long. Volunteers, the committee members, they get a badge, a neat little badge that they can get into any rodeo show. They can get into the grounds, them and a guest, anytime for free. And that is, it's just a massive, it's a month of yeehaw cowboy, so now they are mixing it up. The rodeo shows, they have a Tejano night, they have a rap night. Machine Gun Kelly is playing, which all I know is his name. I'm not real up on his tunes, if you will, but
Chrissy loves him, she says.
Now I really want to come.
Yeah, he'll be showing.
Awesome.
If his wife was coming out, I might go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the last bit, where'd I put it? Maybe I didn't type it on there. The rodeo alone, the barbecue cook-off alone is able to provide at minimum, on average, $3.5 million in scholarships. That's just you can't even put a price tag on what the rodeo does for student scholarships, for benefits, for the things like that. It is amazing. Now, if you're coming out to the rodeo, be ready, because if you're going to park, it's normally about a $20 parking to park in one of the rodeo lots. It is a $20 entry fee to get into the rodeo grounds gates. If you do not have a pass for a booth, you can go in with your $20 rodeo entry pass, your ticket. You can go to the back. They have a little booth where every barbecue team donates a few briskets, and you can get a brisket sandwich, a bag of chips, and a bottle of water. And you can get that just for your entry fee. Now, other than that, you're going to walk around looking into booths going, man, those people sure are having a lot of fun. Because it is. It's 260 private parties. So it's unbelievable. I've never been to anything like it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you had said something before on you finally made it, you have your troll. Well, I have a couple trolls now with the show. Mm-hmm. So,
you haven't made success until you have a troll.
Oh yeah, and I got 2 of the best trolls, and something says they want to come and say hi. So let's bring the trolls on. We got a little surprise for you, dear Uncle Steve.
Uh oh.
And everyone might or might not have pants on. Hi, Dutch. Hi, CJ.
Hi, boys. How we doing?
Good morning.
Oh, look at that handsome devil.
The Fab Four, baby. The Fab Four. You got y'all make me look good. I mean, that's.
So, Mags, what on earth did you think I was going to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning for your text
because I was so caught up in my live last night, I forgot to message you. I knew me and Dutch had talked about this, and I go, I don't want CJ to feel left out, so I'm like, I know he's not working today, so let me just send it. If he gets it, he gets it. If not, at least I can say, I tried. You didn't include me? Well, check your messages. I covered my ass.
Attaboy.
But I see you got up, no problem. You did your hair nice. You're good to go.
Hey, I even combed my beard. I brushed my teeth for you, Doug.
All right. So this has started. Oh, you send out the messages on, the throwing out the invites. Oh, I don't know, sometime around the end of October, once everything starts really working out. Because you need that much time. Because these passes and tickets, there's not a whole lot of them, and you are allotted a certain amount. So you need to know, who's coming, who's not. I need definites by such and such date so I could either pass it on or whatnot. And it had all started, and of course, we got to me, and like I said, it's been tough. With the especially with the travel before down there and coming back and everything that's gone on in my little world, but you are persistent. Are you going to be able? I go, Steve, I honestly don't think so. It's going to be tough. And okay, he goes, you do know Dutch is coming. Yeah, I do. And then he let me in. Then you call me back a few days later after I said no again. And then just to let you know, there might be a certain California contingency making a way. So, CJ, I knew for a while before you ever sent me that text message because there is the bro code that we stand by. But Steve, took it, said, this can bend, used it as a little extra salt and pepper.
I use my
to
judgment.
persuade me.
Yes. He's a smart man. I mean, he may not look like it, but he's a very smart man.
And then he's like, something? He goes, this will be the first time ever. He goes, I've been with CJ and Kent. I've been with Kent, and you've been with Kent, and you've been with CJ at different times. Never have we ever been all together. What?
Not in the biblical sense have we been together.
I was waiting for somebody to say something.
That was a little awkward.
Well, the weekend hasn't started yet, dear big boy.
I'll just wait till Wednesday.
So this will be the first time that the four of us are in the same spot at the same time. And once I heard that, I'm like, the hell with it. I'm in.
Gotta go.
I'm in. And I was also told by Mrs. Maggs, because she caught wind that I had said no and all that, and she said, no, you're fucking going. That's why I married her.
Now that's a woman right there. That's a.
But this is going to be epic, boys. We've been chatting back and forth, and the excitement, a couple weeks ago, I started bright and early on a Monday morning and something, and then Steve, you texted and he goes, Jesus Christ, this is now. What the hell are you guys going to be like before the week of? I go, we're going to be intolerable.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to tell Steve right now, anything fragile, please put in a safe place.
Yeah, I put everything up.
It's going to be like having four or five little Stevies running around your house when we all get there.
But the problem is each one of the little Stevies is at least 6 feet and 300 pounds.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, man, I'm excited about this. Just like Claudia did, she gave you the okay. Melise did the same thing for me, and she's like, you need to go out there. You need to see your boys.
Yeah.
And it's tough for me to get out this time of the month. With my work. The end of the month is always busy.
We have him trained
The end
well.
of February always falls for our youngest son's birthday. So, luckily,
that's planning on you.
Yeah,
that's your fault.
That's my fault. I should have known. Well, this year he'll be 13, so I should have known 13 years ago that we'd be going to the Houston Rodeo. I need to work around that shit.
That's right.
Well, and on top, and I can't wait for us four. it's a good opportunity because we also are going to have Lep come in, Zach, a brisket medic, come in, Big Rome and a crew from up in Dallas come in, Papa Texas coming in, Chef Johnny's coming in, grill sergeants coming in. Being out there already, Bill a Chicken Fried will be out there, Bill Purvis, John Barton will be out there, and any number, a handful of others that we've only seen or talked to through the screen. You know, so we call it networking if you want. I call it meeting up with friends. You know, there's so many people I still want to meet, and I hope that all these guys that are going, y'all including, that you're doing when you do lives and videos and things like that. You're telling people, hey, come on out. Hey, come see me.
Yeah,
I can't get in the booth because, like you said, Mags, booth passes. Depending on the size of the sponsorship, they are limited, and I am at 0, 0, and 0 left.
Oh yeah, because I had seen a post this week. I forget who it is. Well, I do. I just don't want to call anybody out. But I've seen a bunch of posts last week, and they're all kind of the same thing, and they're all kind of a little they're not sugarcoating everything. They're kind of right to the point of, this don't fall on me. This falls on you. And it was everybody's like, why do you wait till the week before the rodeo to send a message or make a call or bump into me looking for passes? Or how do you get passes? They've been gone for months.
Yeah, we've been out. That's kind of the running joke amongst sponsor people. You know, you have your barbecue friends that you see once a year out the barbecue, but then you have your friends that you hear from once a year, a week before.
Yeah.
And I have nothing left. I wish, because it's people I want to see, and I'm like, hey, come on out, stop by the booth and say hey. And I have to follow it with, I can't get you in. Every booth has security. Every booth has a police officer there, watching the gates, checking wristbands. It's a lockdown tight kind of thing. And, it just, cause it's all, you're limited. You don't want to run out of everything and have to go replenish or respend, thousands more just cause your buddy that only comes to see you do cook-off stop by. So, and I hate being hardcore about it. Everybody does. Look at Kent walking around saying, hey.
Well, my little butt's got to get back to work, boys. I'm actually working.
Oh, okay.
And
That sucks.
President's Day.
Barry and I will be taking off tomorrow night because Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we're supposed to get between 6 and 12 inches of snow.
Oh, man.
We're getting out of town early. So, boys, I got to run. Mags, thanks for the invite. I will see you all in 2 days.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Sounds good.
Right,
It's going to be great.
Excited, baby.
Well,
All right, boys. Talk to you later.
All right, so we cut the riffraff, so we're good now.
Yeah, we got rid of him.
He'll be calling me in a minute.
I heard that.
Love you, Dutch.
I want to point out some little things.
Go ahead.
We'll visit some other booths because I sponsor, at least with seasoning, about 8 or 10 different booths. There's some that I go by. There's some that I don't. And some of them, Uncle Steve, come on in. And, kind of like we did in Fort Bend.
Yeah.
But we went on that walk, and by the time we got back, we were sick because you just couldn't eat anymore.
Whoa. I was sick because I got given the task of the official Uncle Steve taste tester.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, eat this.
Anytime you go to any of the booths, don't expect, and this was not making excuses, because the food you're going to be served is great. It's atmosphere great. You're at a big cook-off. Don't expect it to be like their actual competition stuff. Because cooking for one set of judges is a lot different than cooking for, I don't know, I think we'll have 400 people one night, 6 the next, and 6 the next. So it's competition and catering combined.
Beautiful.
But I put out the menu last night. It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. You were going through the whole thing. And also, you had a post up the other day that I was very excited because Chef Johnnie from Texas Style BBQ and Cuisine sent me a text of he was in his classroom at school and he had all the kids mixing up sausage, teaching them how to make sausage. And I'm like, what is going on here? He goes, you'll find out. Then lo and behold, you put a message out that a post up that you were on your way back from San Antonio from picking up 100 pounds of cheddar jalapeno sausage seasoned with Uncle Steve's South Texas Red, which Chef Johnnie has been saying for the past few years that this is the best sausage he's ever had. Dutch agreed. Yep. Everybody's agreeing, so I can't wait. 100. How big is 100 pounds of sausage?
It is a massive cooler full. I think there were 40 bags, each one with 2 or 3 long links in it. It's fresh. I mean, they ground it. They made it on Friday. I picked it up on Saturday. I did keep 3 or 4 packs. I have a couple buddies that live in my neighborhood that are not connoisseurs, but I trust their judgment.
Yeah.
And I gave them each a pack. One of them cooked it up last night, and literally verbatim, it was, "This could be the best sausage I've ever had. Really, really, really." Right. So I figured 3 reallys. He's not just, because some people say, "Oh gosh, this is so good," and I'm like, "Well, what are you gonna say? You're right in front of me, you know." I'm looking for, and I did save a few because before cook-off, whether we meet here or at the hotel or go pick some up, whoever's here, I have some liquid refreshments just to start it off, and we're not going to whip up any food or anything unless it's little snacks because we're about to go out and feast.
Yeah.
But cook-off usually ends about 10:30. Between 10:30 and 11, Saturday night, usually 11, they start shutting it down, because they want to get everybody out of there. Because I'll say this, the state that you walk in is not the same as the state that you walk out.
Yeah.
Or as your personal, you'll get to see that, but everybody's driving. So
and also all the booths, all the tents and all the teams really have to get everybody out so they can start preparing for the next day. Because I was talking with Robert Rocha the other night from Bullhorn Barbecue and the So Smoking Good show, and he was saying that a bunch of the tents are open all 3 meals. So a lot will be doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So the smokers don't stop. There's it's constant preparation for the next meal
coming out. We usually open up our booth about 10:30. I'm sorry, about 6 to 6:30. We have a 40-foot bar and we have a full bar staff that comes in. So we don't keep the bar open. If we're out there, we get out there early. Of course, we'll have a few drinks and mix it up ourselves. But yeah, we limit it to the evenings. But there are some all-day booths out there that they have clients and people coming in all day.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I was saying, I ground down and resurfaced my Blackstone because every other pit that I have, any pit companies out there, I'm just saying, I had blew off my deck and smashed in a huge windstorm, except for my Blackstone. So I ground my Blackstone down to the silver, reconditioned it last night, it's all set. So when we get back from cook-off, I have another buddy who's a lawyer. They bought a cow, and he came by the house and said, "Hey, buddy, listen, do you have any room in your freezer? We bought a cow, and I have a bunch of meat." And I said, "Man, sure. Throw it in there. Just call me whenever you want to come get it." He says, "No, that's not what I'm saying. Will you please take these 2 giant boxes of meat? All kinds of cuts in the freezer. We'll throw something out before we leave. We get back. We sit out here on the patio, fire up the Blackstone and throw on some cuts. And have a little midnight snack of more barbecue.
Yeah. I think we're in good hands. I think there might be a few people attending this and coming back to the house that have cooked a peanut butter made a peanut butter sandwich in the past. Yeah. So I think we should be good.
I think the bad part is it's going to be a line of, well, I want to cook that. No, let me cook that.
That's the thing.
They would be fighting over the tongs.
Everyone's, give me a shot. I'm in on this. Take a break.
So I have some great guys that are cooking. And I told him, I said, about half of the people that I'm bringing out are all competition cooks and YouTube cooks. And they if you need any help at all, trimming something out, doing anything at all.
Oh yeah.
They're in to jump back and do something. Kent, last year, he couldn't handle it. And he finally, do you think they'd let me get back there and make some jalapeno popper sandwiches? And I said, well, now I will say, cooks are a little picky about who cooks on their stuff and who does it. But they were sure let him come back. And so now I think he's planning like a full meal for everybody he can cook for just in his jalapeno popper sandwiches.
Oh, he said last night that he already has the grocery list. That when he gets there, we got to go right to HEB to get everything just to start the prep. Because I guess last year he prepped everything on site, and it went such rave reviews, and everyone loved him. He has to do such an amount that we're gonna have everything prepped beforehand, and it's gonna be wild.
Well, and I tell you, he over Super Bowl, I was visiting my mom, and she's coming down to the glorious finish line. She was kind of blue because she wasn't in on any Super Bowl squares. So I threw together a quick sheet and I sent it out to about 5 groups of friends. We filled the sheet. It was a $5 score. We sent it out. I filled it within about an hour. Kent won 2 of the quarters.
That bastard.
So he has a $250 little envelope sitting here at the house. He's going to blow it all on barbecue stuff and Lopez and canned beverages and think of. So
yeah,
that's good for him. Of course, I would have liked to have won a quarter, but
absolutely.
Me too.
So CJ,
yes, sir.
Now, is this technically going to be your first time at the rodeo? I know you guys had gone down and and COVID had hit, but you guys still went down, hung out for the weekend, had some fun. So I'm not the only one going in there popping my Huston Livestock cherry.
Yeah, this is my first time. I mean, we had a great time a few years back when, right before COVID or whatever it was starting or whatever. But dude, me and you, we're holding hands to this thing. We're going to get it through together. And I don't want to leave your side, and you don't leave my side. We'll find our way through the treacherous waters of said barbecue rodeo.
That's it. And with me and you holding hands, skipping down the lanes, there might be some people getting run over, but that's friendly fire. That comes with the territory.
This is now.
Now, Mag, you're bringing the sticks down, right?
I'm bringing the sticks. Everything's already packed, bro. Yeah. I don't have a cigar today because it's already in my bag. They're ready to go. I have some beautiful sticks coming with me. We're gonna have a thing. I need to figure out where to hide my lighter and my cutter so it doesn't walk off during any checks.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get the job done. In worst case scenario, I'm pretty sure there's a gas station around the corner where I can get a quick Bic. So we can light anything on fire.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
But yeah,
when Steve was saying we're gonna get to that Blackstone, late at night or whatever, all I can think about is I need a stick with the Blackstone fire going, and just enjoy the evening. Probably a come down off the barbecue meat high that we'll be going through.
Yeah, I have it covered, brother. I have it covered.
I love it. I'm so excited.
I am.
This is going to be a great time.
CJ, I know you're at the hotel, but I'm filling all the bathrooms with bars of soap and wash rags and towels. When you come back, everything on you, outside through inside, will smell like smoke.
Yeah, I
So
figured.
smell, but I know here, everybody, I'm sure I'm not going to be standing there shaking. Boy, you have to scrub down. They'll throw clothes in the laundry, and I'll wash them that night because it literally is. If there's my jackets when it's cold, I'll bring it inside and hang it. 10 minutes later, my whole house smells like barbecue smoke. So I take it, hang it outside, and even then, sometimes it airs out. Sometimes that smoke just permeates.
Oh yeah.
Okay, got it. So bring enough clothes and some
Bring enough clothes,
syllable bags.
yeah, and throw a trash bag in your suitcase so that anything you don't want me to wash, stick it in that trash bag. You can tie it up because it'll make everything it touches smell like smoke, which is a good thing until you finally had enough, and then that's enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna somewhat feel bad for the people I'm sitting with when I'm flying home on Sunday. What the hell did you do?
Well,
beautiful. So CJ, what are you looking most forward to?
I mean, dude, I think for me the food and the rodeo and all that is secondary. I'm looking forward to all of us being together.
Yeah.
In one spot in the constant stream of grab ass that will be going on and just that's it. I just having us all together in one spot. The food I know will be wonderful. The cigars will be wonderful. The whatever. We'll go to Lopez and gorge ourselves. That'll be wonderful. But the fact that we're going to be all together, and because it's such a rare occasion, obviously we broke bread with all you guys kind of individually, but now to all be together in one spot, that's going to be priceless for me.
Oh yeah. Because this is, we're going on a bunch of years now because, and to be honest with you, I can't wait to get the actual story, and I want to get it from Papa Texas. Because if I'm not mistaken, this all kind of originated with him. Yep. As far as you, Steve, and Papa Texas hooking up, and Papa, you started using your products, and then it started with our YouTube community. It started to trickle down. You got onto the hot seat when CJ and Kent were running it. And that's how you got introduced, and that's how I got introduced to you, and it's gone on down the line, and we have built this brotherhood, that is, it's unbreakable, really. So,
I remember the first email that I got from Papa Texas, and it was, "Hey, listen, I'm a YouTuber, and I got your stuff at Buc-ee's, and I'd like to do a video." And I knew nothing about any of it, zero. And I'm like, well, really? And I'm thinking, I wonder what he wants out of it. Is this? And he wanted nothing other than to do a little review on Shake. And from then it just exploded, just did like that. And again, got me connected with CJ and Dutch and then UMags, and through that just spread out to everybody. So yeah, he was the originator for me. He was my papa, for Papa Texas.
He's everyone's papa, and it's Papa Texas.
Dude, you know what? When I was just new into the YouTube game, he reached out to me and wanted to talk, share my channel or whatever. So, that was so many years ago. But he helped me get a little jump along the way. Obviously, there's so many YouTubers that have helped other YouTubers along the way. But Papa Texas is very big in the community. Great dude. And when I gotta admit, when I first got an email from you, Steve, it was like, who the hell is this guy? Obviously we get emails for anything and everything, to pimp on our channels or whatever. But I'm very glad that we got that, connection and we got, our relationship and friendship over the years. Yeah. It's been perfect. Like I go back and think about it. It's like, because I hand out your stuff all the time. Like obviously you keep us well stocked. So when people come to the house or whatever, I'm like, dude, check out my buddy's stuff here, right? And then we'll end up talking about it. Like, how did you hook up with this guy? it's just very cool how it started with just like, a couple shakes, and then all of a sudden, 5 years later, we're on a podcast talking
Here
about
we
all
go.
of those bad boys, and obviously, we're working on something too, and that's freaking exciting, and that is exactly what kind of it exemplifies what I was talking about. Like, I want to see you guys. I want to be around you guys. The shit all around it, hey, it's gonna be a blast. Don't get me wrong, but
It'll be good. But
the fact that we're all together, that's gonna be what's gonna make it a great freaking week.
absolutely.
Watch out.
Off my butt.
Oh, he's going to be grabbing it.
Oh, there's going to be some ass grabbing. In fact, I wanted to go back to what you said, Mags. You're like, I wonder what 100 pounds of sausage looks like. And I could just imagine if you were in the room of all of us and someone said, I wonder what 100 pounds of sausage, at least two of these guys would stand up and try to unzip their pants.
Fact. Then it was funny, Steve. You were talking about taking the van and everything, and you go, the van says it has a weight capacity of whatever it was, and I'm sitting there going,
Well, yeah,
like, we might have maybe a 6-pack of guys in there, because a lot of us are barbecue mediums.
yeah. Yes, mate.
Oh my gosh. So Mags, you guys said you're hitting the HEB when y'all get there. If I'm not there yet, I got a request. I need to get some of that Gulf shrimp on that Blackstone.
Okay.
So give me some jumbos. You know what I'm saying?
Jumbo, okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Get some of that sweet and spicier on the.
Yeah. Because
Let's go shake.
Because we're saying what were we talking about last night? I'm landing about 10:15 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch said he's landing about 1:15, and then he actually said he'd probably be at your house, Steve, by like 2:30. Now, what time are you landing, CJ? 4 or 5?
I land at 4. I'm bringing a carry-on. I'm going to try to bring a carry-on, so I don't have to check my bags. I haven't packed yet, so depending on how much clothes I could stuff into it, I may actually have to check a bag. But and then I'm going to grab the rental car and just head straight to the hotel, check in, drop off my bags, and get over there. So I'm hoping to be at Steve's house by like 5:30 or so.
Okay.
Well, see, and that's what I actually have to work Wednesday afternoon. That was a day I couldn't take off.
Right.
And it's real work, not work. So
not CJ work.
I'll leave my house about 2:15. And Johnny, you'll hang out. Ken will be there in 30 minutes. So y'all will all be back and done. I'll leave my car keys for my expedition so that Johnny, if you and Kent want to run on down to HEB during that time, you can.
Okay.
We'll work it out. We'll work it.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out. But boys, I am excited. This is like Christmas. This is a dream come true. Huston, watch out! The 4 horsemen will be riding starting Wednesday evening, and there will be a lot of smoke and fire getting blown around. And this is gonna be a time, boys, and it's gonna be
man.
This is gonna be a lifelong memory for sure. Say that again, Steve.
It's good friends, good food, good time. This is one of those you can't beat.
For sure. For sure. But all right, boys. I will, technically, how we're doing. You know how we do this shit. But so technically right now, boys, I will see you tomorrow.
Can't wait. This is going to be a great freaking time.
All right. Hang in there 1 second. Let me close this out, and we'll hit a couple last-minute things.
Got it.
Awesome, Chrissy.
Oh, my goodness.
I know you're jealous.
Massively jealous.
It is gonna. We'll figure something out along the time. Take this circus on the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I want to
'cause
experience this.
you see, you fit right in with everybody, and everybody knows you anyway through this.
I know, right? I'm a celebrity.
The chit chat back and forth. You're already part of the group. But
Love it.
this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Well,
I'm excited
Chrissy,
for you.
I'm gonna head on down to Houston. You.
I'm just gonna stay here and be sad. It's fine. I'll have barbecue. That's fine.
You'll have everything. but seriously, we love you.
I love you guys.
Safe
too.
travels on your end. I know you're heading
Thank
home
you.
for a few things.
I am
for a couple
little bit.
weeks.
Yep.
So
we'll be
we will
back.
see you when we get back. These 2 weeks, folks, I can, because this will be for tomorrow.
Yep.
So then the next 2 weeks, we have recorded 2 episodes
They're good.
with Mr. Clarence Joseph from Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue. The Barbecue Broker jumped back in.
Yes.
For these episodes.
Yep.
They are incredible. We're going to be talking how do you go about picking out your proteins for barbecue competitions, and then it's a two-parter.
Two-parter, people. It's
Then
very
part
educational.
2 is really trimming and prepping for your final cook. They're great episodes.
They really are. You're gonna love them.
So tune in for those, and then we will be back live. That's this March 14th. So I got to figure out that because I had to have to reschedule 2 people I had booked. But hey, that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So folks, that's it for this week. Actually, tune in. Don't forget, if you're going to the Houston Livestock and Rodeo, we will be at booth 721. That will be the Lonesome Dove Cookers area. If you got passes, come on in. You'll bump right into us. If not, if you can't get in, you're walking around, you want to meet up, shoot one of us a message. We'll all be there. Or even start yelling names and we'll hear you. But tune in to everyone's Facebook, YouTube channel. There'll be lives going on all the time with all the festivities, and especially late night because God knows what the hell those are going to be.
Oh, boy.
But anyway, you all know the rigmarole. Facebook, YouTube, notification bells, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Social media is down below. Houston, here I come, baby. Till next time, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.